When we wanted to begin looking at the development of our product line for the Nissan 350Z, one of the first priorities that we set forth was progression in itself, from the standpoint that consider ourselves as the end consumer buying a new vehicle or having a vehicle that you want to start as a project, and what would be the steps that you would take through the process of growing your project car.
When Momentum is designing their products, I can obviously tell that they've put a lot of thought into it, not just on the actual product, but on the progression of products. For instance, if somebody starts as a normally aspirated customer and they are doing headers and an exhaust and an intake, a lot of those components can be reused if somebody were to do a turbo system, for instance. In fact, the vehicle that we have here also has a set, probably the first set I think, of Momentum's headers, which are suitable for a normally aspirated car or a turbo car like what we're doing today.
Oftentimes people, they look to the dealer to be somewhat of an advisor, and they don't really have a particular path in mind. And so with progression set forth in front of them and the products available, it's fairly easy for them to understand that there is a path to take, and that it's not always appropriate to jump in head first, that they can buy the cold air intake, the exhaust system first, and progress to the forced induction modification and truly some significant power gains.
Customers want to spend money once, and they also don't want to close down options. So I've got dozens of clients in the past that have said, I only want to stay normally aspirated, I have no desire for a turbo. And then 6 months later I get a call asking about turbo stuff. And it's nice to be able to say that the items that they've purchased in the past, or most of them, can be reused and don't have to be discarded if they do decide to do a turbo.
So we designed all these parts with maximum horsepower in mind, but also a second priority there is reliability and whether the parts stay together. A lot of people are buying these parts to soup up their daily drivers, and so that peace of mind is very important for them to understand that the parts are going to stay together and they're designed to do and can handle what they have been designed to do. One of the goals that we've identified with Momentum Performance and our end consumers is that we hope to educate some people that potentially wouldn't get involved in the industry and would want to push a performance level of their vehicle. And so they often come in with wallet in hand and not much knowledge, and we hope to educate them and help provide for them and deliver the confidence and ultimately some pride in their vehicle. Our initial product line was an import-based vehicle, and in the future we plan to work with both domestic and potentially even some European vehicles. And with that in mind, we plan on producing some really good stuff, and definitely progression will be a part of that.